No drunk drivers. As you all can see by the title, this video is going to be about Chandler Parsons being involved in a car wreck due to the hands of a drunk driver. For those of you who are not familiar with my story or what I've been doing, I've been trying to raise awareness to get laws changed so that we can prevent things like this from occurring. Now, according to the reports, Mr. Parsons, he's not in a life-threatening situation, but he has sustained permanent injuries that can possibly end his basketball career. And from the people who I've been in contact with, he's lucky he didn't lose his life. The people I've been in contact with, their loved ones have lost their lives. And if you don't know about my story, I lost my loved ones due to the hands of a drunk driver. I'm going to go ahead and read this article, and then I'll go ahead and give my take. So this article is from 11alive.com. Police report details DUI crash involving Hawks player Chandler Parsons. Excuse me. A 54-year-old was cited for failure to yield while turning left and DWI, less safe. I'm not sure what they mean by less safe. I'm not sure what that terminology means, because DWIs are unsafe. But anyways, Brookhaven, Georgia. A crash report details the potentially career-ending accident that Hawks player Chandler Parsons was involved in last week. According to the police report obtained by 11 Alive, a Brookhaven police officer happened to be at the intersection just before 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Let me stop right there. Most people think that these drunk drivers, they're out here after the club or things like that. Like I've been saying, they exude common traits and characteristics, which are being irresponsible, careless, and reckless. This is how all of this occurs. So at any moment, at any day, a drunk driver can strike. Once they become drunk, they're pretty much like almost like a kamikaze missile. You just never know when it's going to hit. And a lot of times they kill people when they do strike at any moment. So this is 2 p.m. Now I believe this is right after right after Chandler Parsons had practice. Before 2 p.m. on January 15, and observed and alleged, they're stating that a police officer, he actually witnessed this actual wreck. Observed an alleged DUI driver crash into the car of Parsons was driving in another vehicle. A Honda Accord driven by Wesley Olson, 54 years of age, out of Lawrenceville, was making a left turn from North Druid Hills Road onto Buford Highway when he collided with oncoming traffic. Olson was unconscious at the wheel, the responding officer said. Parsons was driving a Rolls Royce westbound on North Druid Hills Road, attempted to cross the intersection at Buford Highway when he was struck. Before being transported, police say Olson regained consciousness and briefly spoke with the officer. He was only able to answer one question coherently, the officer wrote in the report. One question coherently. That means he was gone. He was beyond buzz. He was drunk. He was stoned. He was wasted. Whatever terminology you want to utilize, that's what he was. And he chose to get behind the wheel. Hopefully he gets maximum penalty, but unfortunately, due to the current laws and how they're written and constructed or defined, most likely this individual is going to walk away with minimum jail time, if any. He'll probably just get a fine, maybe even do community service or something like that. I'm sure he's not going to do any hard time. But that's why I'm here, because I want to increase penalties on these drunk drivers, because they're getting away. A lot of times they're getting away with murder. Murder. That's what I call it. That's what they're getting away with. But I digress. Olson advised he had an alcoholic beverage at some point in the day, according to the report. And the officer located a 7-Up bottle filled with an alcoholic beverage in the driver's seat. So yeah, he's trying to disguise it. Got his drink in a 7-Up bottle. The officer said in the report that Olson smelled heavily of an alcoholic beverage and that his eyes appeared to be very glossy. Olson was cited for failure to yield while turning left and DWI. Parsons told police he had injuries to his back, neck, and head, but not wish to be transported. Olson's injuries were not known. However, he was transported to a Wellstar Atlanta Medical Center, and police said he had a large knot on his head that was bleeding. Chandler Parsons, attorney for Morgan & Morgan, said he suffered multiple severe and permanent injuries, including a traumatic brain injury, disc herniation, and a torn labrum. That's some stuff, man. Like I said, get well. This is ultimately, that's what everyone wants to see happen. It seems like, based off the reports, he will have a chance to get well. He will get well. But he got off lucky because a lot of people, they lose their lives. So we want you to get well first and foremost. The at-fault driver created, the attorneys go on to say, the at-fault driver created utter chaos on the roadway, needlessly endangering the lives of countless motorists, the firm said in a release. Our focus right now is on helping them make a full recovery, while we also work to hold any and all responsible parties fully accountable. You can all check this article out on 11alive.com. They also have pictures of the crash, and the crash, it looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad, and Mr. Parsons got banged up. Those who don't know, Mr. Parsons, Chandler Parsons, got his claim to fame by playing for the Houston Rockets. So that's how he really made his name. He was a rising star for the Rockets. NBA player. He's currently an NBA player. So yeah, Mr. Parsons, hopefully this message you received this message. And want you to know that, yeah, we are pulling for you. Want you to pull through, make a full recovery. But just know that now you're on our side, meaning now you see, you feel the effects of that drunk driving. And just like many of us, we live our day-to-day lives. We see these drunk driving cases on the news. But we always think, it's not going to happen to us. And unfortunately, based off my experiences, I know that's totally different. It can happen to anybody. So it doesn't matter what race you are, how much money you have. Just like it's proven, this man he's an NBA player, so he got his money. It's not about money, but I'm just saying, though, I'm saying that to the people. It doesn't matter who you are. When these drunk drivers hit the streets, everybody is game. Everybody's a target. Everyone's life is in danger when these drunk driving people hit the street drunk. Point blank, period. So yeah, Mr. Parsons, I know you're dealing with a lot right now. Your life probably flashed before your eyes. Just know that there's a war going on out here against drunk driving. There's people like myself who's been pounding the pavement and many others. So we're always looking to gain strength in numbers. I believe in strength in numbers. So if this message if you receive this message, feel free to reach out to reachout119@gmail.com. And, we can do some powerful things together. Check out some of my videos and share the videos or whatnot. You can even check out my story, and just look up my name, my family's name, my wife's name, Shayla Joseph, my son's name, Braylon Joseph. Those two lost their lives. They lost their lives. But yeah, once I get my numbers up, and they will get up, that's all I need, and I'll take it from there. Trust me. My goal is to strengthen the laws against drunk driving, so that way we have an adequate prevention measurement in place so that things like this cannot occur. It's not going to stop everything, but once an example is made, I'm sure that will help save lives. That's pretty much it. Get well. You received this message. Holla at your boy. You feel what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. I know you know slang. You've been in Houston long enough. You know slang. But yeah, get well, man. Get well. In all seriousness, get well. And even if you don't reach out or you may not even receive this message, somebody else do. If you want to share your story, you can contact me at reachout119@gmail.com. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, just share your story, because the more awareness that is raised, I believe that can have a positive effect as well. And it can reach somebody and it can potentially save lives. And that's about it. Signing out. No drunk drivers. Till next time, peace.